Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell about the story of the Japanese omikami Amaterasu and her angry brother Susanoo. I already made another video, but this video was so fast and therefore I decided to make more detailed story because I found a lot of information about the Susanoo and Amaterasu. As far as we know, there were two main gods, Izanami and Izanagi. We know their story very well. We know that Izanagi we know the story very well because Izanami was dead. Amaterasu was the sun goddess, as already we know. Her gentle beauty and warmth radiated life force because she was a sun. So she has a great aura and she blessed the land of Japan very well. And you know about the Susanoo. He was a storm god. He was the one who released pent-up feelings, shaking things, and he was a god of the uncontrolled storm. Susanoo was also known affectionately as the impetuous male because he loved to move quickly, creating chaos and noise wherever he went. So I would like to ask why they started to quarrel with each other. Susanoo, he went up to the heavenly realm to visit his sister. He was about to make the long journey to the underworld, and he wanted to see his dead mother Izanami. But he was a little bit afraid of making the trip, and therefore he searched some advice, some company of her elder sister Amaterasu. So Susa moved through the sky with the crackling thunder, shaking mountains and rivers and sending all living beings into hiding. So everything was messed up in the heavenly realm. So everyone was frightened. Amaterasu was herself frightened. So she decided to take a few precautions while meeting him. She placed a quiver at her side and a bow in her hand, and she started to greet Susanoo. So she started to ask, "Why do you disturb the peace of our kingdom, Susa? Surely you have more than enough activity in your own kingdom." Amaterasu looked at Susanoo a little disdainfully through her bowstrings. She had not forgotten their last quarrel and hoped to hold him off with a strong facade. This was not exactly the picture of love and devotion he was hoping to find. So Susanoo replied in his most cordial manner, "Oh, come on, sister. I wish you no harm. My only desire is your warm company, a glimpse of your lovely face, and a few pleasant words before I descend to the underworld to find our most esteemed mother." So, and Amaterasu was impressed by his answer. She took her brother's word, broke it into the 3 pieces, and after chewing the pieces for many days and nights, blew a light mist from her mouth, which gave birth to a sweet goddess who were more beautiful than any other goddess than living. Susanoo said, "Oh, sister." Susanoo then asked her sister for the few jewels she was wearing, and after cracking them between his teeth, blew a light mist from his mouth and gave birth to 5 masculine deities who were more powerful than any other deities than living, excepting Susa himself, of course. So he could have created the five gods from Amaterasu's jewels, and Susanoo was pleased with himself and began jumping around boasting, and Amaterasu reminded that the gods has been created from her jewels. Susanoo became enraged. Why didn't she appreciate him? Losing all self-control, he released that fountain rain he held under his waving arms. He destroyed Amma's carefully tended rice fields, built in her precious irrigation dishes, and even deposited the mud's excrement in her temples. Amaterasu has a kind of behavior she didn't expect it from her brother, and she said, well, he just couldn't help himself, so it was his nature to leap around, causing chaos wherever he turned. Her sympathy for him had been aroused by his sad story of descending into the underworld. She could barely imagine what strange outlook such a trip would require, and those decision mistakes reflected her inner anguish. Surely, she should loan him some of her strange. Unfortunately, Amma's pity only made things worse. It was some inner demon drove Suza to worse and worse deeds, just to see how far he could push the radiant, or so self-contained goddess. Perhaps she would lose her temper and become just like him. So he took the skin of the dead stinky horse and with some blood, and he flew over the house of Amaterasu. Amaterasu was weaving the very good clothes, and it was very good. It was very beautiful. It was very attractive, and it was the best job of the Amaterasu. And Susanoo decided to make a present, and he flew over the chimney, and he just poured out, and the blood was spattered in the craft of the Amaterasu's cloth. So, and Amaterasu was very angry to the Susanoo, and she just locked herself. She locked herself in one cave. Everything is messed up now. It was very chaos when there is no sun in the sky, and everyone was blind because of the lack of the lightness, and 8,000, 8 million, even 8 billion spirits and deities started to ask Amaterasu, please, come on, come out, you are the best goddess of ever. We need you. Without you, everything is chaos, everything is chaos, and everything is messed up. But she just ignored them, because, I don't care about, she said, I don't care about these deities, because they are wrong. So I will do my own business. I don't care about anything and anyone. So the one of the gods was very how to say, sly. So one of the goddess just took the great big thumb, and she put it upside down, and she started to dance on the top of this tower, and and it was some voices, some sounds, and these sounds was like beats of the drum, and it was like actually a drum, first invented drum, and everyone started to pretend to have a party. So while they were pretending to having a party, Amaterasu was very curious. Started to be very curious, and she decided to ask one of their gods, "Oh, come on, what's going on here? I don't understand. What's going on?" And one of the gods answered, "Come on, we found another great goddess, which is far more beautiful than you, and she's a very, very, very attractive, so awesome person ever." And Materasu was thinking, "Come on, they found so quickly another goddess? Oh," and she was very curious, and decided to, how to say, well, she wanted to see this goddess. And one of the gods just invented a mirror, and she put this mirror, she he hung this mirror at the trees, at the branches of the trees, and Amaterasu saw her reflection on that mirror. She was very, very astonished, and she saw another goddess, which was basically herself, when she was, and one of the gods grabbed her, and here the story ends, because here is how the Amaterasu was back. I hope that the story is very awesome.